everyone, it's Mona. I'm in the craft room, and today we're going to recycle some golf balls. I haven't done any golf ball crafts in a while, so I thought I would do not just one, I would do two. And I'm going to do, one of these is going to be a pig, and one is going to be a little chick. And what I have is 2 bottle caps from water bottles, and they sit on there really nicely and hold it in place. And you're going to have to do at least 2 coats on both of these. So I'm just going to use acrylic paint. I'm going to use pink for the pig and yellow for the chick. Then I'll be back. Now for the pig feet, I have these little letters and their eyes, and I'm going to paint those pink as well. And I have a Y for the chicken feet, and I'm going to paint those orange. I have everything painted, and I'm going to use some hot glue. And you don't have to use hot glue. You can use like an ultimate glue or a weld bond or anything like that. And if you're having the kids help you, you may not want them to use a hot glue. So we're going to start with a chick. So we have 2 pistachios that I painted the same yellow, and those are going to be the wings. I have an orange one that is going to be the beak. I have 2 Google eyes, and I have a Y that is painted orange, which are going to be the feet. And I also have some yellow feathers. Okay, we are going to start with the feet, and I'm just going to put a glob of hot glue on there. And place it on there, and I'm going to hold it until it sets, because then I have a very stable way for him to sit, and I don't have to worry about the bottle top. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to do, I think, is the wings. So I'll put some hot glue. Put the first one down. So here he is so far. And now I'm going to put his beak on. So I'll do the very same thing. And then I'll do the eyes. And I'll put them right there. And it might be better not to do it with a glue gun if it's hot, like really hot. So I'm going to put it to the low setting, and I'll let it sit for a little bit while that cools. And what I'm going to do is find some little pieces of feather in here. I only seem to have big ones, so what we're going to do is we are going to cut the end off of one. And we'll make this one the tail feather, and maybe we'll do 2 tail feathers. So I'll put a little dab here, and then I will put my tail feathers in there. And I want a little one for the top of his head. So I'm going to put the glue just on the very tip of this. Hold it there, and I think my glue gun has cooled off enough, and I'm going to put it on the googly eyes. And I just need very little. And you don't have to do this with hot glue again, just remember. And there's your chick. So that is cute as can be all by itself. Alright, I've cleared the feathers out, and now it's time for our little pig. And I'm placing him on the eyes. So I'll put a little bit of glue once I get it spaced where I want on each of them, and place it down. Feet are on the pig, and now we are going to do the snout. And you want to make sure that it's a button with 2 holes, and you want to get it centered. So I'm going to do it this way. You won't be able to see me do it, but I want to make sure I get it in the right spot. Okay. And then I want to put the eyes on. So there he is so far, and I painted some pistachios pink, and then I actually cut them so that they would be shorter and would be perfect for the ears. And there he is so far. So we obviously are missing one more thing, and that would be the tail. So I'm going to take my rotary tool, and I'm going to drill a hole in the back of this, and then we are going to create a tail. And I'm using a very thin drill bit, and I'm going to quick drill it right in the back. You don't have to go very deep. And then I have some wire. And I'm going to clip a piece of wire, and it's going to be longer than what I need. And I'm going to put the glue on here again on the tip. Put it in. And I'll let that sit. Cut this down by like maybe half. And all I'm going to do is take a toothpick and I'm going to wind it around this toothpick. And you could do that certainly before you put it in too. And I'm going to paint that pink, touch it up with the paint, and now you have a pig. So now you have these two little guys, these two little buddies, a pig and a chick. And I hope you like them, and this is just some fun with golf balls. I have another one coming up with golf balls. But just think of recycling things and using them in different ways. And if you want the written directions or the supply list, materials list, go to my website, craftclatch.com, click on the tutorials page, and you can find all my tutorials there. And you can find the, click on them and you can find all the information you need. And we'll see you next time. Happy crafting, and thank you for watching.